Well, let's shift our attention now to some retail earnings we got out this morning, and specifically we're talking about Walmart. The retail giant topping estimates in its latest quarter, delivering a revenue growth of 8.7%. But general merchandise sales saw a decline with a softness in discretionary categories, including electronics, home, and apparel. We spoke with Walmart CFO earlier today. Here's what he had to say on consumer behavior.
So as we get into the fourth quarter, we've started some of our promotional activity already. And what we're seeing is that consumers are actually using discretion about when they purchase those general merchandise items, those home electronics. And so some of our bigger selling items during this promotional period have been things like TVs or AirPods or even air fryers, as an example.
Here to break this all down for us, we've got Yahoo Finance's Brad Smith. And Brad, the key here really being trade downs for customers. Yes, they're still going to Walmart. They're still shopping. They're spending it on different items.
Yeah, and so let's talk about some of those items. First, where Walmart is really known for here, and that is in the grocery aisle. Over one fifth actually of U.S. shoppers do their grocery shopping in a Walmart. So it's extremely significant when you have a company that is as large as Walmart is, within about a 10-mile radius of 90% of the United States, continuing to take on more market share in the grocery department. And also they saw growth in grocery sales increasing by about 20% on a 2-year stack. Their food units sold, that also increased year over year, and that reversed, they said, a slight year over year decline that they saw last quarter there. And then additionally, on one of the other sides of the business in terms of the different categories that they're leaning into, which is a clip that you just heard from the CFO a moment ago, that was with relation to some of the electronics. And we do know everybody's going to be breaking down doors, those doorbuster deals that typically take place during the holiday season, really rotating around some of those consumer electronics. A lot of that demand was pulled forward when people were spending more time at home, either working from home or getting educated from home. The everything from home environment certainly brought forward a lot of those new electronics that people were buying into. So it is the larger question of what will this promotional cycle look like in the current period that we're in for Walmart. And that's the response that we were getting from the CFO a moment ago. And so it really did kind of lean into some of that weakness, that softness that they had seen in some of the discretionary categories, including electronics, home, and apparel. Akiko.
And Brad, the discounting has certainly, as you point out, started early. I know I've been getting just from a lot of retailers, those emails, those alerts about Black Friday, which traditionally you haven't gotten until closer to Thanksgiving. What does the outlook look like for Walmart going into what should be one of the busier seasons?
Yeah, it's a great question. I get some of those same promotional emails. I get more emails from Target than I do most bill collectors these days. And so now looking forward into the current quarter and then even into the rest of the holiday season, the NRF and MasterCard as well, they are also, both of those entities, still projecting year over year growth. The larger question, though, is what will the actual ticket prices that consumers are paying look like? And for Walmart, particularly when they had talked about what that growth will look like going forward from here, they still did reaffirm much of the guidance. It's just a question of moving forward, how much the consumer is still going to continue to pay. As long as Walmart is keeping some of those prices for the Thanksgiving table at comparable levels to last year, which they've already committed to, then maybe we could see some spending in other discretionary categories improve. But it's a larger question of what that promotion will look like to get shoppers in the door.
Okay, expect to see a lot of promotions in the next few weeks. Brad Smith, thanks so much for that.